Okay, so I'm going to show everybody how I make a casual top knot. We call it a ponytail at home. Stewie's going to demonstrate for everyone. Basically, the top knot functions to keep the hair out of the dog's eyes. And in our case, because Stewie isn't a show dog, it also looks cute. So the basics are, here we have an existing top knot that I gave him this morning, and sometimes he messes it up and he might need a new one. So I use my band scissors, oh, he was a little nervous, to cut away the existing bands. And in another video I'll go over where I purchased the bands and what size, and also where I get these very spiffy dog bows. So we're going to remove the old bow. See, in this case I have an extra band in his hair, so I'll just want to cut that away. You never want to just pull the bands out with your fingers. You always want to cut them out in order to avoid breakage on the hair. So he has one more band that we're going to snip away. Okay, so now he doesn't have a hairdo at all. So what I like to do is just take my little spray bottle with water. Oops, he's nervous. He sees the camera. And lightly mist his hair, you know, because I'm trying to grow it out long and I really don't want to have any breakage. So I'll use my extra small slicker brush without getting near his face. I'm just going to make sure that he doesn't have any knots. When he has a top knot in, or, you know, if I give him pigtails, you do find some matting occurs if, you know, when you cut the old bands out. So it's a good idea just to make sure you don't have any knots, which he doesn't. Okay, so I want to make sure that all the hair is brushed up and away from his face. You don't want to take this part, which is his whiskers. When I first started making the top knot, he looked silly because some of his whiskers were in his ponytail. So what I'm going to do is just take a little section in the front, and I usually make this section a couple of inches wide. This is what's going to be the foundation for his dog bow. Then you can use the pointy end of the tail comb to make a nice part. So I'm going to give him a little ponytail right in the front. I usually place my band not right on the scalp, but a little ways up to give it some room so it's not too tight, and I wrap it around 3 times. You know, so if I wanted to make a show dog poof, I have the room. Or it's nice and casual, it's not too tight against his head. This front piece is what I'm going to attach the dog bow to, which we've picked out a new dog bow for this demonstration. Oops, sorry about that, I was just getting it ready. And here it is. So I put my fingers inside of the rubber bands that are attached to the dog bow, and I slip it on top of his first ponytail. I'm just making sure that the bands are flat, that they all lay flat in the back, because otherwise the dog bow won't lay flat. And I'm going to turn him around a little bit so we can get a nice angle on the side. So then I'm going to gather up another section behind the first one, directly behind the first one. And I'm going to use my band to secure it to the first section. There we go. I usually wrap this around 3 times. It depends on how thick your dog's hair is. Some dogs you only may need 2. So now what happens is we have one big section of hair. You can't see where I banded the first section, and it's called the lock-in method. It's going to lock in the doggy bow, and it becomes more detailed if you have a dog with a lot of hair or you have a fancy show dog. There's a whole different process, but we're pretty casual. You know, Stewie is not a show dog, but he still looks very cute. He's very handsome with his top knot or his ponytail. And in a future video, we'll show you how to make pigtails, which are pretty cute. I'll go over where I buy my dog bows, different sizes for dog bows, because right now Stewie's wearing just a single loop dog bow. It's like a puppy sized bow, but he doesn't really need much more than that to look nice. And I guess we'll go over where I buy my band scissors, the bands themselves. So if you have any feedback or any other questions, please feel free to contact us, and we look forward to seeing you guys again soon.